What makes a good EDC knife? When choosing a knife to carry every day, it can be very easy to choose the wrong knife and end up carrying a useless weight every day for the rest of your life. That is why I'm here today, to tell you exactly what to look for in a knife for everyday carry, so you can choose the best knife to fit your needs. Starting with size. Many people opt for a ridiculously small knife for everyday carry, since logically these would be the least awkward to carry around. However, if you go too small like most people do, you end up having to run and find a bigger knife whenever you need to do anything bigger than opening an Amazon box. In my book, 6 to 7 inches is ideal. But to illustrate this knife is way too big. This knife is probably around the maximum you would want, and this is probably the minimum. So anything smaller than this knife and you're going too small, except for like pocket knives. And by the way, this video is mainly for sheath knives. Pocket knives, still a lot of this applies, but this is mainly for sheath knives. Next up, we have steel. Now, while a lot of people on the internet will try to convince you that there's really no difference between the steels, I'm going to say that there are major differences, not just between the stainless and non-stainless, but also within these categories. I unfortunately don't have time to go through every steel in this video, but I will explain briefly the ones more orientated for everyday carry. The cheapest option is $10.95. While there's nothing inherently wrong with this steel, it's not stainless and it also doesn't really impress in any other category. Next up is the cheapest stainless option, ABL. It's super easy to sharpen, holds a better edge than $10.95, and is extremely tough. The only problem is, while it is stainless, it is more prone to rust compared to other stainless steels. I actually took this ABL knife on a hike one time in the rain without any rain gear, and the sheath got super wet and so did the knife, and I left it there all day and the next day up until like noon. I went out and it had some rust spots on it. So it is stainless, but it can still get rust, if that makes sense. Next up is 52-100. This is widely considered the best forging steel, and in terms of properties, it is very similar to ABL, minus some stainlessness. I mean, all stainless. Why did I say some? That doesn't make sense. The best stainless steel for an EDC knife is MagnaCut, since the steel was literally designed with that purpose in mind. It is slightly less tough than ABL, but it holds a much stronger edge and is incredibly stainless. Here's my EDC knife right now. This is my MagnaCut one. I made this and I really like it. I was cleaning the sheath the other day because I got some dust in it, and instead of letting the sheath dry, I just put the knife back in, which with any other steel that would totally rust it. But yeah, it was totally fine. No rust whatsoever. That's the beauty of MagnaCut. Last but not least is 14C28N. I've only made 2 knives from this steel so far, and I already love it. It's basically ABL plus, and it's only slightly more expensive. Higher edge retention, higher stainlessness, and the only cost is it is slightly less tough than ABL. Blade profile is more of a personal preference than anything else. I usually main a Bowie knife, but saxes and drop points are also really good. I will say though, while I hate the design of a Tanto, here's one right here, it is very good for opening boxes, so if you do that a lot, it is a pretty good option. Handle material is usually dependent on the blade type. For instance, if I have a stainless steel knife, I usually don't want a wooden handle, because that kind of defeats the purpose of a stainless knife. Micarta and G10 are really nice because they can take more of a beating than wood, but if I'm giving wood its full credit, it looks a lot better and really isn't that far behind. By far the most important aspect of an EDC knife is the sheath. If you don't have a good sheath on your knife, it's going to be hell carrying it around, and you'll probably quit before you even get to use it. I've been using Kydex sheaths for my EDC knives for around 6 months now, and I do prefer it a lot. Not having to worry about the leather getting wet is really nice. That being said, leather has a nice classic look and is a lot less intimidating if you go in public with it. One more thing to add about knife sheaths though, if you EDC your knife, a belt clip is super important, because without it, you have to take your entire belt off if you want to take your knife off, which is kind of a problem. Whereas with a belt clip, boom, I can just take it off like immediately. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in any of the knives seen in this video, be sure to check the description. I have a link to my Etsy shop where the good ones are for sale. And be sure to like and subscribe because I have a lot of cool videos coming up. From here forwards, I'm going to try and upload a long form every Wednesday. We'll see how long I can keep it up, but yeah, see you in the next one.